Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Johnson's Media TrueNet and welcome back to Stellaris, where the galaxy is in a different shape than the one I'd like it to be in, to be honest. There's been a lot of confederation happening. In fact, I'm one of very few people in the galaxy not currently confederated, which is kind of a shame and slightly embarrassing, because I am the biggest, mightiest of all empires going in the galaxy, and no one wants to go to the prom with me. So, that's all a bit embarrassing. I mean, I was supposed to go to the prom with the Raxar, but then they bloody assed out Susan Athari over here. I hate Susan Athari, and she hates me. So, that's a bit of a concern. However, I do potentially have a plan for that. Alright, I've got a good plan. We'll get to that. For the moment, at least, we need to focus on what we're actually doing, which is the war that we're actually waging to finish off the figure once and for all. Because, yeah, we're actually going to take all of this lovely, sexy territory off them, finish them off, and significantly weaken these bastards. Now, is there actually any other movement going on here? Hang on, let's get rid of some of this. Lovely. There is, some strength here that claims it's attacking a star base. Hello, where are you going right now? Are you actually going to... They're heading north. Fine, that is... Oh, that's a figure fleet. Right, well, it's probably trying to make its way home incredibly flipping slowly, except I imagine it's not going to be able to cross Killbot's space. So, why is it going north? Surely the Killbots have... Oh, no! They're probably less than 10 years out from the war, so borders against the Killbots are probably currently open. Fine. So yeah, the only thing they've really got of any note is they've got 5,000 strength over here that also claims to be attacking a star base. Honestly, we could probably mop up most of this and maybe even wrap up the war before most of their strength even manages to get here. And they're clearly spread out, they're not all unified. So this is all going to work very, very nicely. What do we have here? Ah yes, this world that was somewhat well dug in. I think my forces are good enough to move in. I'd rather get this done, to be honest. How many more planets do we have to take after this? Ah, there's your capital world. I'm going to guess you've bothered protecting that at least. Actually, weirdly, no. Only 230 strength there. So that's absolutely fine. And there's another planet over here. This planet is better guarded. That's going to take some bombardment just for safety. May as well just check how the invasion's going at this point. And are you going to be able to back off? Back off! There you go. Well done. Hopefully we'll do this without losing any troops at this point. Combat width is 8, so I'm not sure why we're not fighting those guys. The Sojak... Okay, one of the guys down south has ceased to exist. Fine, I think I know who that is, but it's not a big deal. You are also backing off. Good. My troops have done a good job pulling out at this point. So as a result, I think we're not actually going to lose anyone during this invasion. That all works for me. And in fact, yeah, several of these guys are now broken. So greatly reducing combat effectiveness. They're not going to do anything to me. The Hawking Beasts are currently on the field, smushing everything between their mighty hooves. And you want to... Hang on, what do you want to do? Oh, you just want to renew the subscription. Fine, I'm guessing the curators will be along in a second too. Yep, there we are. Another 5,000. I always remember to float about 7,000 just to make sure I can pay for those guys, because they're very, very important indeed. And we've managed to actually take that colony. Right. This invasion fleet is, yeah, currently at 600 and rising. They're healing up over time. Good. So we've managed to take all of that so far. Let's actually start smashing the rest of it. What's that, by the way? That's only 230. Fine. Honestly, until the rest of the fleet actually makes it over there, they're not going to be able to do a thing. And the only thing I'm concerned about, really, is them coming over to... Actually, yeah, we've got Yodburn right here. Is it Yodburn? Sorry, Yodbem. Yodbem right here. 3,000 strength, and I'm building some defense platforms, so that's absolutely fine. We've got this fleet here. We've got this fleet here. And over... Yeah, we've got this fleet down here, Tenets of Tabby. We're okay, actually. I feel like we can hold no matter what angle they decide to come at. Now, admittedly, we do actually have some vassals who we've kind of pulled into this war despite the fact they're right in the middle of hostile space. So I'm going to be honest, guys. You just stay there and hope they don't come for you, because if they do, there's not much I could really do about it. In fact, actually, why am I hanging back with this fleet? This fleet could totally do way more than it's doing. This fleet should head over here. Yeah, head over in this direction, deal with them, and then after that point, head over to Chalk. I'm pretty sure I've already got the... Yeah, I've got the claims down for both of them already. So I'm not sure why I'm not already heading over there. That would just be flipping marvellous. So you may as well just go and claim these 2 territories just to basically save me the time doing it later. Yeah, just knock out the defences. Lovely. In fact, I could actually just send in... Ooh. Yeah, I may as well do that with all my fleets. You also head over... Hang on, how strong are you? You're 32,000. Yeah, head over here. And then head down here. That's absolutely fine. So you knock out those 2 systems, and then actually our fleets are being a lot more efficient than they were being, so that's fine. In fact, actually, you're not... Okay, you should be getting on, please. Get over here and knock out their actual main capital. Also, we've just picked up some Slurpanor refugees. Okay, and those have been transferred over to Figuar Mining. Hello, they are indeed welcome here, because I can't say no because we're Xenophile. What exactly are you guys like? You are rapid breeders, nomadic, quarrelsome, deviants, extremely adaptive. Fine. You'll do well enough here, I suppose. You're not really good at anything in particular, but you will do the job. Ah, and don't forget, I've actually got, yeah, some spare troops being trained down here. The Jazzajans. So let's actually get them moving up in this direction as quickly as possible. Oh, they're gonna take the wormhole, because of course they are. They're actually moving further away to get to a wormhole to... Oh, no, sorry, not a wormhole, a gateway. Oh, gotta love the gateways. Gotta love them. Those saved me some real flipping time right there. Marvellous. And we've just got, yeah, a few little battles going on here, but these stations are falling very, very quickly here. You're going to deal with that, then you're going to head over here. Life is all going to be good. Where are their fleets? Where are the good fleets, anyway? There's... Yeah, there's a decent fleet here. I just don't know where it's really going. It's attacking a star base. I just don't really know what star base. Looks like it's heading up. Admiral gains a trait. Good fleet logistics. Not a good trait, but it'll flipping do. You know, if you've already got something like Gale Speed, like Gale Speed and Fleet Logistics is a lovely combination. Like, obviously you don't want your guy to start with Fleet Logistics because everyone just seems to get it for free. So that's fine. You've managed to take over that. So now, head back up north and probably actually head over in this direction and just wait for them around here. You've already managed to take out that, so probably at this point I want you to head over to... yeah, head over to here and just, well, destroy the system while you're passing by, quite frankly, why not? And yeah, there's the strong fleet. Now, are you guys doing anything, or are you just... Ah, they're heading... in this direction. What are you guys doing?
Protocols activated.
What is this for? And also, who wants to say hello to me? You want to give me energy credits for Teldar? Nope, I only accept minerals for my unique resources. And also, I believe, yeah, I'm pretty sure we've actually subject integrated there, so we've actually got some influence back on. So the Athari Dynastic Union has just actually been brought into the Empire. Lovely. And that's actually pushed us over the top in terms of planets. That's absolutely fine. And that is because Liberation could always do with more planets. So welcome aboard and back to 7 out of 7 there. Marvellous. We've also just managed to eat the Athari Dynastic Fleet. So we've got ourselves... Great. 1 Corvette. Sorry, 2 Corvettes there. How about we just upgrade those for 14? We'll just send you over there. Everything will be fine. So, it looks like... Oh, those ships have already been upgraded. Marvellous. So, you've taken out that. I don't think this actually needs much in the way of bombarding, to be honest. I'm happy just to basically send my fleet straight over there to take care of that. But actually, as I'm doing that, I may as well actually just... Ooh, is that a fleet? It's not much of a fleet. And oh, that's also not much of a fleet. I'm not too worried, to be honest. I feel like, actually, you could probably just deal with all of this and just get on with your business. We don't actually need to worry too much about this here planet. Yeah, I'd say my troops can just get straight down onto Yaris Prime, deal with all of that. If I recall correctly, you only had, yeah, 5 armies of 230 strength. We'll just get down there and destroy those bastards. It's fine. The only risk of any invasion is sometimes your first army does get destroyed if it doesn't successfully pull back. And that's exactly what's happened here. So we've managed to lose 1 army. Like, that's pretty much all that happens when I invade a planet of, like, 5 to 7 armies. I might lose the first guy, if I'm lucky, but after that point, we're fine. So we managed to train some new armies to replace a few losses during this campaign. For the most part, we're okay here. And their capital world has just fallen to us, which apparently... isn't really worth much, which is quite frankly weird. You'd think the fact that I'm actually currently occupying their capital would matter more to them. Now, what have and haven't I taken that I actually want to take during this war right now? So I could take this for 60, so I might take that in a second. We'll see. I've already got this area claimed, this area claimed. I may as well, yeah, I may as well try and claim this just for the sake of actually having it, to be honest. This is just taking more starfish territory at this point. I've already got all of this. No sign of a counterattack coming imminently. Fine, so basically I want to take, I think there's planets in both of these systems that I want to have. So I may as well have, yeah, you may as well head down here, knock out this, and you, if there's a planet here, there is indeed. Is it worth even bombarding? Yeah, that's worth bombarding. So you, head over here, let's get rid of some armies on this here system. If they want to counterattack, that's absolutely fine. And you, yeah, knock out that platform, and then after that, oh yeah, after you're done with that, that is well worth flipping doing. So you come over there, deal with that, then once you're done, come over here, bombard that world, please. Because both of those worlds need some bombarding. I think the starfish know I'm coming. In fact, speaking of the starfish, I think we've actually caught them in position to actually consider moving. Now, where exactly are you? Here we go. As I would have expected, the 5,000 strength that they do still have left is heading north towards Zarquam. So, probably it's best for me to not bother with this right now. So instead of that, let's head over here and deal with Zarquam ourselves. And meanwhile, over here, oh yeah, our main fleet has just arrived at probably their toughest remaining platform. The Corvettes swarm it. In comes all of firepower and just completely overwhelms them. And there was also, yeah, there was a planet here that was a little bit on the tougher side, so let's bombard that as well. Fine. So we're going to have to wrap up this war by bombarding a few worlds to actually clear them out. This is going to be a little bit on the slow going. And hello, station under attack, you say? Hostile fleet present. Which fleet and on Yarus Empire homeworld? Okay. Well, I'm not convinced they're going to do that well, to be honest. That's, okay, get. That's our flipping army. That's our flipping army. Get them out of there. Get them out of there to anywhere. Oh, fine. Sneaky bastards, you managed to actually catch my flipping transport fleet out of position. Okay. That's fine. Also, apparently physics is done. Hang on, what just got finished? Oh, the Tachyon Lance just got finished. Oh, I'm happy about that. We're unlocking the sexy stuff now. Also, beautifully, I could have a further 8 defense platforms around any given station. Given I think I've got, like, I can have, like, how many can I have? I can have a stupid number already. I think I'm okay for the time being. Let's actually get, yeah, Power Plant 3 done. Energy is, well, fine. It could be better. Let's get that underway. Right, luckily, my ships are a lot faster than theirs. I think I can actually skirt around the outside here and take care of all of this. So, yeah, this little fleet is going to be torn to shreds. It's trying to actually use autocannons, and it's using them against armor, which is the thing they are literally worst at in the world. My fleet just skirts around the outside. Another 1,900's coming in. Yeah, that's a Federation fleet that's pretty much doomed. And my fleet has managed to very cleverly skirt around the outside of all of this. So basically they can just escape immediately. Beautiful. So those guys get out of there. That fleet is as good as done, pretty much. Do I need to bring my forces home to deal with this threat? I'm not convinced I do, to be honest. I think, actually, the actual platform can handle this very, very nicely indeed. Yeah, there we are. Down to 600. Come on, come on. Finish them off, finish them off. They're actually getting their shields back at this point. Ooh, I might need to... Don't want to bring back the fleet to deal with this. Okay. How well has this been taken care of so far, this planet that you were bombarding? There's still a lot of strength there, irritatingly. I wouldn't want to send my guys down to that right now. Also, where the heck did the fleet that I was supposed to be catching and chasing off just get itself to? Ah, I think I already killed it. Marvellous. I think I just 100% missed the actual fight there, because it does rather appear that the White Crush took a lot of damage. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we just missed that fight. Sorry, I was kind of busy with another one. I can actually... Oh, I can't quite bring my fleet back to... Okay. I'm going to bring you up one station, then we're warping straight on top of them. So you head over there to Lothorius. You head over here. I've also got a transport fleet. It's not the best quality troops. It's only like 6 troops there. but it'll probably do the job if we just bombard the mooring for a while. Oh yeah, that's already down to 5. Fine, so I can bring in the transport fleet there, take that, that's absolutely fine. White Crush is now down to 2,800. Okay, this fleet should now be in a position to do a point-to-point jump straight over there. So, initiate jump to here. So, commencify that order, please. And 10 days out. Are they going to arrive in time to save this platform? They are not, tragically. But they are going to basically arrive in time to probably immediately murder these bastards. Because they're going to try and actually take Yaris Prime back. Which is stupid, but whatever. And there's that fleet. Right, so murder these guys. And then as soon as those guys are murdered, murder those guys as well. And then after you're done, take back the station. Lovely. You will notice, however, yeah, these guys right now are weak and slow, but they will still tear apart these bastards, no problem at all, and our shield should be able to easily handle the rest of this. They are just collapsing, and boom, 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 done. Right, next, over to those guys. Everything's looking pretty good here. Now, if the Starfish are smart, they'll take this as an opportunity to counterattack against Zarquon, which is currently pretty much unguarded. They've got 3,000 strength there. They claim they're attacking the starbase, and it looks to me like they are on the move. I think they're doing exactly that. The AI is, yeah, being quite clever here, but that's fine because I can get my forces down onto the mooring immediately. We can take that, and then this force is potentially ready to head over there and deal with that. This should all be fine. Yeah, this should be okay. These guys are down to only 3 armies, and these are... Oh, yeah. This is actually the first time I've actually decided to send my psionic forces down onto the ground. And those guys are hardcore. Seriously hardcore. And apparently these defense armies are terrible, because they are just collapsing. Oh, the psionic armies are actually battling as well. Really, we don't lose one of these guys, by the way. It'd be very annoying if we did. I think this guy's fighting this guy. So I think we should be okay. This guy hopefully will pull back rather than actually dying. Come on, give one of the other Jazzajans a go. No, it looks like actually he'll just win full stop anyway. We don't need to bother. Good. Mooring has now been taken. Lovely. So that just leaves... Actually, what does that actually leave that we actually want to take? We haven't taken Jundius yet. I still need to take here, here, and this planet. If I could just basically secure them... Those guys would basically be willing to settle the status quo immediately. That would be fine. The question is, can I get there in time without having to deal with this bloody fleet that's totally almost already there? And by the way, are you ready to jump again? I think you need more time to cool down. Oh yeah, another 200 days to cool down. Yeah, the cooldown on that is long. Yeah, the combat strength here is not spectacular, but it's enough that it would damage this army. I don't really want to send my forces in just yet. I want to bombard for longer, which makes me think what I ought to do is... Yeah, let's just actually move over here, take this system over, just so it's actually safe, and I can't move through it safely. There's an FTL inhibitor on the planet because that's tied to the fortress, unfortunately. Luckily, there's not one down here on the mooring, or if there was, I've already occupied it, so it's fine. Actually, this system here, Thari, its planet does not have an FTL inhibitor, so I could actually just cut straight through and just basically knock out these bases. Hang on, what about you? Have you got... Yeah, you've got an FTL inhibitor. But I could just basically... Yeah, I could come here, smash this, come down here, smash this, and then basically I'd have taken out their bases over here, which might be quite useful. But not really so much, because I've got another 2 stations over here, so that's probably a bit of a waste of time. Yeah, probably the best I can do is just basically have this fleet moving down... Okay. What do you mean you can't get there? Yes, you can. Oh. Oh, no, you can't. You're only allowed to leave for an FTL channel you arrive by, and you didn't arrive by an FTL channel. Right. So, as it turns out, this fleet is actually trapped in this system. There we go. Now it's not. We've taken it back. Good. Now it can leave. Now it can leave. That's good. Right, so we're going to basically have to send this fleet back in this direction, and Zarquon's going to have to be reconquered later. That's fine. Honestly, they're not doing that much damage to us. And more research gets done. Oh, Power Plant 3 is already done. Love it, love it, love it. What else do we have here? Ooh, more physics labs. Planetary shield generator, which can certainly be useful. Yeah, damage from orbital bombardment, minus 75% these days. I think it's actually been changed in a patch at some point. They keep changing their mind as to what that means. Guardian Point Defense 3 would not be the worst thing in the world. Physics, I can do without that, to be honest. Like, I've got plenty of physics. Like, engineering, I kind of need more engineering, to be honest. Yeah, let's actually just take the flipping Guardian Point Defense 3. That'll be done in only like 2-3 years. That is kind of important. Also, another nice bonus. The Cabbage Liberators over here, who have just decided to... Oh, I think they just walked out. Fine, unfortunate. Yeah, the Cabbage Liberators had almost managed to catch these guys, yeah, their actual transport fleets out of position. But then they just disappeared. Which suggests to me these guys have actually managed to pick up warp drives from somewhere, which is concerning and annoying if so. So, what's actually gone on here? They've decided to, yeah, they've retaken Zarquon, and then they've decided to immediately fall back out of the system rather than pushing the advantage. Which is interesting, because did I even actually ever have a claim down on Zarquon? I don't even have a claim down on Zarquon, guys! I didn't actually want it. I'll have this, though, because I do actually already have that occupied. So, actually, this could work out just fine. All I need to do now is stop them from retaking this system, and go on. You guys can actually have yourself a couple of defense platforms down to help defend yourselves. If I can just basically defend this system, I should be able to get back over here pretty easily as well. Yeah, it claims they're attacking a star base. What star base? Are they trying to go... Yeah, I think they're trying to go for Rimborf at this point down here. So that means I can easily walk back there anytime I need to. So that's a stupid target for them. I don't need to worry about that much. Now, how are we doing on the flipping bombarding of this world at this point? Because I'm kind of done with this world. Okay, screw it. I'm sending in the armies. We might need to train some reinforcements later, but I just want that done. In which case, the General Security Fleet can basically just move to here, and then... No, it can't. It can't move to here because of the FTL inhibition. Fine. It's probably faster for you just to stay where you are in that case. Because, yeah, if we wait for the FTL inhibition to wear off, you'll actually be able to move a lot faster around. How's that invasion going, by the way? This guy managed to pull out. This looks like it will actually be... Yep, I think we should hopefully take this world without loss. Good, well done, guys. We've also lost a general... Oh, no, not the general! Oh, did the general just die in combat, or did he just die of old age? He was very old. He was very, very old indeed. This does actually increase the chance we might actually lose someone else, because he was giving benefits to armies retreating. So, very, very sad that he's actually passed away. He was a good general. He basically led every single one of our ground invasions for a century. So, well done to that guy. Okay, we need ourselves a new general here. Let's recruit a new guy. So, adaptable, no, terrible, adaptable, terrible, resilience, butcher. Collateral damage up 33%, but 10% army damage. Okay, in all fairness, we don't do much collateral damage with our armies by the looks of it, so I think we will recruit the butcher. I'm totally the bad guy, aren't I? Yeah, I'm the bad guy. Ooh, fleet command limit, that's useful. Right, what else do we need here? Ooh, clone armies. Clone armies is good. Edict cost minus 15% though. Yeah, I want edict cost minus 15% because some of the edicts are ridiculously powerful. Right, now with that done, you should be able to... Why does that already belong to us? When did that belong to us? I don't know why that belongs to us. Wait, did you do that? Hang on. Are you guys actually... Okay. So, our Athari Mandate brethren are actually doing a very, very good job. Coming in here, shooting down missiles and taking over platforms for us. Well done. Okay, well, I'm glad you're my vassals now at this point. Bloody hell. And yes, indeed, as I expected, the 3,800 are coming straight down over here. And that means the Cabbage Liberators can head back in this direction and intercept them. That will be absolutely fine. Meanwhile, has the planet been bombarded enough that you can actually get down on the... Oh, blimey. Wait, what? Okay, so those there are offensive armies, which are not supposed to be allowed to land. But, wait, how have you managed to land assault armies? How did you do that? I didn't think that was even allowed anymore. Has that been changed? Okay, but yeah, the thing is, army modifiers, army damage minus 30%, presumably because it's an assault army. That's weird. Okay, so it's going to take a lot of strength to crack that last bloody planet by the looks of it. Gotcha. Right, now, speaking of my main fleet here, or rather the Cabbage Liberators, who are still very, very strong indeed, 30,000 heading in this direction towards Rimborth. Hopefully we'll get there in time to deal with this. No, they're going to take the station, unfortunately. I was a bit slow to respond, but we will be able to basically merge them at this point, and sneaky bastards, they immediately walked out because they're allowed to do so. Still on the plus side, we can murder some of the actual Starfish transport fleets because you guys like to just basically leave them behind, so well done. And it's immediately fallen back into our hands, so again, good job everybody. That was so worthwhile for you. Now, it looks also like that offensive fleet has decided to actually go up into space at this point, so okay, you know what? This is all very confusing. Right, so what's circling up there is, yeah, they've got 500 strength there. I've only got 341 here. So I need the rest of my actual invasion forces to get in over here and help out. We've already taken this world, right? Yeah, this world's already been taken. That's fine. So you, I need you to do... Oh, well, this is just a perfect time for an actual jump. So jump drives activate. Head over in that direction. Everything is good. There's also... Okay, there's just a raiding fleet over here. Okay, lovely. Governor gains a trait. Very, very nice indeed. And yeah, with my armies combined, I should be able to handle this. Now, where did the White Crush go? Okay. I want them hunted down. Alright, head over here. Deal with the White Crush. Alright, I'm not having them just chilling out here, alright? Just deal with those bastards. Also, as I've actually got Zarquan occupied, I'm having it, by the way. There we go. I'm having that. Lovely. I wasn't going to, but you guys made me do that. So let's actually get over here. Actually, don't do that. You guys get over here, and then get over here. This fleet should actually get over here and help out with the bomb. Actually, I don't need to help out with the bombarding. My two armies combined can handle this. Just head over here and murder these guys. So this is... yeah, that's what remains of White Crush. It's not much. It's trying to warp out. We'll do a little bit of damage to it, but for the most part, not much. Then we just walk in here and we take out your defense platform. Lovely. Right, so with the reinforcement armies now showing up, we are up to 1,000 strength with the Butcher trait. So I'd say we're probably pretty safe to head in here and just wrap up this war now. No need to do anything else, and also new war breaks out. Okay, it's the war that never flipping ends. It's those bastards down here versus the Tebazoids, but this time the rest of this actual Federation's getting involved, and this Federation's recovered nicely. Like the Pen people, they were doing terribly at one point, but now they're actually doing alright. So we'll be interested to see if they can actually make some gains against the Tebazoids, because I feel like actually they might be able to. This is a particularly interesting war, because as soon as I actually wrap up this war up north, I'm going to have access to a wormhole that brings me down into this area of space, I'm pretty sure. In fact, actually, wait, where is it? There's a wormhole somewhere around here. I don't know, it's somewhere in that part of the world anyway, because yeah, it actually depends who I'm going to have a border with there, which could actually make a big difference. And also, you guys are now repairing. This war's pretty much done at this point. I think we're pretty much ready to settle the status quo. And when I say settle the status quo, that's going to be the end of the figure. They are completely occupied. They are done. But apparently they'll be willing to surrender regardless, because they just sort of are. I mean, I could, in theory, push to finish off the Starfish once and for all too, but I feel like, oh, there's White Crush. White Crush coming into Rimborth again for another bloody go. I could try and... yeah, you know what? Let's just try and intercept them. You head over there. Take care of that. How's this planetary invasion going? Because we haven't started yet. Right, we'll probably get on with that then. Because we do actually need to get down there. Guys, you're supposed to be... there you go, you're invading now. Good, I can see the drop pods. Right, get down here with the new Butcher lad. He needs a bit of experience. We're probably going to lose some troops here. To be honest, we're probably going to lose some troops because he's not so good at pulling back troops when they're done. But this is... actually, this is... yeah, there goes one army. That army manages to pull back. This army manages to pull back. We're doing some damage here. Yeah, this guy's nowhere near as experienced. He's not as good. We're going to lose quite a bit of men doing this, but I kind of just want this war to be over. Hopefully we don't lose many armies, but if we do, we can sort it out. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, those guys basically took a very light knock and then immediately pulled out. We weren't able to pin them down. Fine. that chases them off. Now, do I want to actually use my influence to claim these 2 systems? No, not for 120. We'll deal with it next time. Just double check I've actually got all the claims I want at this point. I do believe I do. Yeah, that should be a lot. Fine. That's absolutely everything I need. So as soon as that planetary invasion is done, assuming we win it, which we should do, but blimey, are we actually going to lose some troops? Did we just lose a psychic army? You better have pulled back. Okay, good, you pulled back. Look, just deploy the Hawking Beasts. Okay, why are we not deploying the Hawking Beasts? The Hawking Beasts, this is kind of their job. They just go forward and smash everything. It's one of the Hawking Beasts. There we go. The Hawking Beasts are getting involved at this point. This army has taken one hell of a battering, but at least it's almost done now. Blimey. Yeah, we just lost another army there. Yeah, this butcher is unfortunately sort of butchering his own side as well. So down goes you, down goes you, down goes you. Yeah, we lost 2 armies there. Blimey. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's everything we actually wanted. We did actually take Rimborf in the end. Yeah, we took Rimborf. Fine. I'm happy to actually end this war. In fact, actually, I can achieve my war goals. So, there we go. I'm going to send the offer. They have no choice but to accept. And there we are. We have heard the pain of the cosmos crying out against, blah, blah, blah. Yep, Figure Commonwealth doesn't exist anymore. To stop the censor's dissonance, we surrender immediately. The best possible outcome. And there we go. So, we never actually saw any sign of the Roman fleet there. There's a raiding fleet here. Is that just passing through? Okay, good. That's just passing through by the looks of things. It doesn't seem to want to actually come over to us. It's heading towards Chatlib. Where is Chatlib exactly? Show me that. Chatlib is... Oh! Okay. It's Roman space. Someone hired a raiding fleet to go and attack the Romans. I'm gonna guess that was the Mushrooms, given the Romans did declare war against them. Alright, so... What have we got going on here? One, we've just suddenly picked up 5 new planets, so I'm going to want to shove them into a sector as soon as possible. Probably we'll expand the Athari Sanctuary sector down in this direction. In addition, a science vessel, apparently I have just 2 science vessels, fine. Science vessel, head over here and scan this here wormhole. I want to figure out exactly where that goes, please. Also, I'm currently sitting on 12,000 minerals, which is fine because I have got multiple power plants to upgrade right now. You know, it would be lovely if there was a button, like when you upgraded Power Plant 3 that just said, hey, just so you know, upgrading every power plant simultaneously to Power Plant 3 would cost this much. Would you like to do that now? Now, let's see what we've actually gained here, to be precise. So, the mooring. Current state of unrest, 0. Good. Incredibly underdeveloped, actually. Where are you? You're down here. Fine. So the mooring was this system down here. Okay, that's fine. Probably easier to bring you into Warm Sands, to be honest. Or Limitless Potential, if that's... No, that's actually part of Warm Sands. Fine. Yeah, we'll bring these ones down here into Warm Sands. And these systems up here can all be brought into the Athari Sanctuary. However, I will just slap down a whole bunch of improvements and whatnot for these bastards. You know, the annoying thing is, these worlds could have actually been nice had you actually, like, you know, bothered to invest in them at all. But you didn't, so well done. Far Reach Cove, also massively underdeveloped. You see, basically, I'm doing the Starfish a favour. I'm liberating them from idiots who didn't actually bother building up their own empire. Okay, finally, we're getting into better developed planets, because these are the ones up north. So, the Figure planets, at least, were well developed. Good. They can just be shoved pretty much straight into, yeah, an actual sector, as soon as I've just set some repairs going. Their capital world, obviously well developed, looking nice. I can immediately throw down some improvements, because I have access to tech he didn't, which is very, very good indeed. Yeah, actually, this all seems to be fine. Just do a quick check over for unrest here. But to be honest, actually, no unrest whatsoever. That's the nice thing about utopian living standards and egalitarianism. There's just so much happiness floating around. We've got no problem with integrating these guys immediately. And also send in my construction vessels to just quickly build up all of the stations these guys never bothered with. Everything's looking good. In fact, actually, we're down to 5 out of 7 right now. I've cleared out a bunch of stuff I didn't really need. And there's that edict cost down. Very, very nice indeed. And I suspect the same thing's happening as last time I won a big war against that side of the galaxy in this Federation, which is everyone's going to start panicking and throwing together lots of defensive pacts against me. Meanwhile, on research, nothing desperately exciting happening in sociology today, to be honest. Defense army damage plus 33%. To be honest, I may as well just go for that just because it's quick to do, so I can just basically get it out the way and get a new selection where I might actually find something a bit better. Though actually, refit standards is nice. Ship upkeep down and ship upgrade cost minus 20%. I upgrade a lot. I do like tinkering with my ship designs. So, Mighty Ducks Confederation with the polity of Hullfax. Hang on. The Mighty Ducks, which is the Mighty Ducks Federation? Is that one of... It's one of you. I'm just not sure which. I think it's this one. Yeah, okay. So, this guy and this guy are in a defensive pact. Well, that's sure going to stop me invading the polity of Hullfax. And naturally, time to get our fleets back into a more sensible position, return towards the homeland. While we start worrying about, yeah, one particularly of interest thing, which is that wormhole I just got myself access to. Where's my science vessel, by the way? It should be around here somewhere. Apparently you can't be bothered to go and scan the wormhole. Go and scan the wormhole. That's your one job. And the Raxar... Oh. The Raxar just closed their borders to us. This is a concern. This is a very real concern. Also, time for a new cat pope. I wouldn't mind... All of these are kind of terrible. I mean, I wouldn't mind you, but I'm not spending the influence. I've got a plan for that influence. And there we go. I think I've successfully explored the thing. So that links us to Queso down here. Ah, there it was. Sorry, I thought it was way more over here. That's why I couldn't see it. Right. So I've been linked through to Queso, which is inside, yeah, the actual Khan successor states. Now, these guys are not exactly cool with me. They're xenophobic militarists. So I'm going to guess they're not keen on a wormhole just kind of showing up inside their territory, kind of unannounced. Okay. How strong are these bastards, however? Actually, you know what? This is good, because it lets me see what's going on in this part of the world. And actually, 13,000 strong. They're not nothing. Okay. In that case, it's probably time to actually set up some defences in that part of the world in case they ever decide they feel like coming through. So this place needs to be... Oh yeah, this place needs to be converted into an actual hard target. So get rid of all of this stuff, and instead we need to set up, yeah, not double shipyard, none of that. Change all of this over to gun batteries and missiles. I want this thing to basically be a hard target that exists purely to make sure those bastards never are able to come through this area. I'll also change over to a listening post so I can actually see through the wormhole and see what's going on a bit more effectively. And I'll go for a... Yeah, target uplink computer might be fun, but actually, communication jammer might be fun too, because then we can... Oh yeah, actually, communication jammer... together with the target uplink computer, so I can hit them from miles away and they can actually get over to me nice and fast. That'll flippin' do the job. Basically, yeah, this station exists purely to make sure those bastards never come and deal with me. By the way, could I actually declare them rival? Because they hate me anyway, so I may as well actually... No, officially they're too pathetically weak, which is odd, because I can see they've got 13,000 strength, which, while I've got more, is certainly enough to cause me some trouble. Also, General Security Fleet, get that over into the Fleet Manager right now, because I can actually make some changes to you. I've got an extra 20 capacity to fill up here, which is lovely. So let's just actually put an extra battleship into you. That's up to 168. That will be up to 176. Yeah, go on then. Let's get up to 6 battle cruisers. And that leaves another 4 space left over. Let's just get some more standard corvettes in. Go on then. 2, 3. Lovely. Mandate unfulfilled. The mandate's always unfulfilled. We're out of stuff to do, quite frankly. We've re-elected current ruler. Fine. So cruisers are a little bit cheap to build and starbase upgrade cost is down. Well, that's all fine then. In fact, actually, now I think about it, what used to be the Hullfax defense fleet that now does not need to be over by Hullfax. Hullfax is fine. We should probably leave those guys over here just to deal with any problem that might emerge in this part of the world. So yeah, this guy actually is probably, yeah, one of the weakest of our fleets. So you stay up here just to potentially deal with... Oh, actually, you could do some good work against the killbots. You could just basically have a free win against the killbots. Yeah, okay. You stay up here, ready to deal with that. The Cabbage Liberators, you should be the ones who are actually heading back home. That reminds me, by the way, we never actually built those Titan assembly yards. I should probably build those. That's still going to take quite a bloody while, apparently. Would you believe building a Titan is quite a slow, expensive process? And go on then, spend all the money on reinforcing this fleet. Let's get a little bit bigger, because we're in 2392 right now. I'm going to be honest, I can't remember what year I set as the earliest year late game stuff can start happening. So it could be pretty much any time. Like, it might be 2400. I can't remember when I actually set that to start happening. So these here fallen empires might start waking up soon. They might start getting interested in the rest of us. Now, I can probably hold out against them if I just kind of dig in deep with a big citadel and all my fleets together, but if it actually is the religious guys versus the materialist guys down here, they're going to tear up this side of the universe. Now, the Raxar. Why do you guys hate me so much? Claims on them, complete. Threats. This is a bit of a concern. You see, the problem is I don't actually have any claims on these guys. I don't. Like, the only way I've got claims on them is because, actually, yeah, my bloody vassals have got claims on them, which is a concern. And when I say my vassals and them, I don't actually mean them, I mean the Athari. They're actually just being sympathetic to the Athari problems. So, I've got a plan for that, which is, I think there's one way I might be able to make the Raxar like me again. Okay, and that is, what if I was to invade the Athari and completely destroy them? Because right now they're in a federation with the Athari, and the Athari are never going to be talked around. Like, the game's clock will run out before the bloody Athari actually calm down about this. So what if I invaded, destroyed them? Now, I know technically that means I'm at war with the Raxar, but after the Athari are gone and that federation is dissolved, the Raxar logically will be looking for a new federation. You see, this all makes sense. Now, while I'm actually getting my fleets back into position for that and they're travelling across the galaxy, yeah, so the killbots. How much they owe? Would you believe killbots decide they're actually going to draw in pretty firmly? Yeah, the killbots have some decent experienced defensive forces. Only actually 400 garrison strength, interestingly. But yeah, killbots draw in deep. That's going to be a concern. But I could just basically say, screw the planets, I'll just have all your mining territory off you. But if I do that, I basically open up my borders pretty much wide to the bloody Romans. And the thing is, there's a couple of good systems in here, but they're not spectacular. Like, I can do without them, to be perfectly honest. I don't think it's necessarily worth it. And also, let's just revisit this. So right now, that is, yeah, that's Infinite Pond, and that's also Infinite Pond. So those two bits are Infinite Pond. The Starfish are pretty much done at this point. They've got nothing, and they're not going to be able to rebuild. The Romans are still fairly strong. They've changed their leader as well. So the old leader, sadly, yeah, the guy who, well, actually, I think that's the third leader. They start off with Julianus Vatinius. Then there was some guy with hair, weirdly. Now it's this woman. So I think this is their third rule of this game, because they are Imperial. Someone wants to chat to me. You want to give me, oh, someone wants to trade minerals for food. Yeah, sure. Why not? Growth isn't my focus right now. I'll take some bonus minerals. I see no reason why not in that case. If you're desperately starving, I will give you food, assuming you can bloody pay for it. Yeah, we'll be in a position to potentially, next time there's a war against these guys, completely wipe out the actual Starfish once and for all. Also take a little bit of territory off the Infinite Pond. And after that point, yeah, these little crappy states could actually form a nice little buffer between me and the rest of their federation. And then basically I just say, leave the Romans be, and just basically hide defensively behind these two systems and their platforms and shield fleet. Complete. And that might be good enough for me to basically say, okay, I'm done with that side of the galaxy now. Research complete. Now, research complete. Guardian point defense, and anything new? No, nothing desperately exciting, to be honest there. That's a shame. I guess I would take the Curator Exploration Lab because it's fast, and if I ever do need to do any scanning, it's fun. It'll be done in 6 months. That'll redraw the physics options. And yeah, it's purple. I like doing multiple purple things at once. Now, I should also actually revisit my ship design for a minute because I've got lasers up to level 5. And I believe I've actually got myself an Empire-wide bonus for bonus to laser damage, energy credits. Yeah, there we go. Energy weapon damage plus 5%. Now, I think, does plasma count as energy? Ooh, I'm not sure. Yes, plasma does count as energy, so I'm getting benefits from that, which is fine. The question is, do I want to change over to... No. I can't change over away from using some railguns, because I need the railguns to tear through enemy shields, because that's what these things are not good at. I need... Though actually, I could just basically say this thing doesn't need to do that. So, right now, yeah, the level 4 railguns, when set to 2 medium, they're doing 12.6 per time. This would do 15.57 per time with bonus damage to armor. Range of only 60, however. Okay, which doesn't feel like that helps me very much. But actually, I should probably change this over to be entirely large weapons. Because right now, the medium weapons aren't going to do anything because their range is not long enough. So, yeah, I'm actually going to change this over to an artillery stern just for the sake of having a bit more on there. And yeah, the gamma laser large, 36, almost 37 per time versus 30 per time. Yeah, go on, let's actually have some lasers on there. And this also does... Actually, that's interesting. So 100% to armor, 50% to hull. That meanwhile just does 50% armor, nothing to hull. Is that even ever going to be worth it? Like, at all? Because 100% armor damage means... Yeah, it's going to do slightly better against shields. But this just does... But then its job isn't to take out shields. That's going to make basically any difference whatsoever. Maybe a tiny bit against shields. Plasma then is more powerful against armor, more powerful against hull. Yeah, there's actually no point. Yeah, I'm just going to basically change this over to be nothing but large across the board. And, of course, the Tachyon Lance can actually move in and replace that. And life is beautiful and sexy. And indeed, actually, the destroyers of the shield class should probably be armed with... yeah, we may as well arm them with advanced railguns. Because then at least they can help pick apart the shields. That's probably not a bad thing for them to have, to be honest. And yes, indeed, we took some knocks with our new general. He needs to get some experience up, though, unfortunately. So, yeah, we do actually just need to get him some more experience. Let's actually bring the fleet back over here in terms of the actual transport fleets. At the same time, we should actually train some more stuff. What can we train at Lux, by the way? We might just be able to train some basic human armies. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Actually, we can train some psionic tabbies, who are actually pretty good, all things considered. So let's get a couple of psionic tabbies in production here, together with just some assault army humans who are, yeah, much cheaper in terms of upkeep. And hello! Yep, spice must flow, I'll gladly do that. And, wait, what just happened? Why did we just... Wait, what? Okay, hang on, I saw that for a second, game. Why did you tell me that there was actual, like, you know, unrest in the Empire for a moment? Why did you just do that? And also, what just happened? Ooh, hello, what did this... Oh, dear. Oh, the Ganvius has taken some real losses. Oh, the poor Ganvius. Right, so, yeah, the Ganvius have managed to take, I think, one thing there, but they've lost a lot. That's unfortunate. They have been well carved up by Twitter there. Right, so the Ganvius is in trouble. Probably because their only allies, the Pithok, took, like, you know, a decade to get over to them. Because how the hell did you guys even end up in a federation? Like, the Raxar refused to work with me, but the Pithok will work with the Ganvius. Sure, game, whatever. However, someone wants to have a chat with me. Hello, are you a breakaway nation? I think you are... Oh, no, sorry. That's one of my own flipping vassals. Research yeah, sure. Complete. I kind of assumed you'd be allowed into my empire for free because you're one of my vassals. Ooh, upgrade cost down. That is nice. And, ooh, gene modding. No, don't get into gene modding. We're not going down that route. We're going into psionicking. Or rather, I could gene mod. It's just, when I gene mod, I need to do it in such a way as I don't take any of the perks. But if you don't take the actual, yeah, the ascension perks, you just don't have many gene points. So it's kind of pointless, to be honest. Fleet limit up. or Barlab 2. Right, get Barlab 2 in. I could do with some more sociology. Though, to be honest, at this point in the game, I should be focusing on, yeah, the engineering as far as possible. That's way more important. Now, I've been quietly just kind of, you know, storing up some influence for a while. How much would it cost me to claim basically the entirety of the actual empire of these bastards? Because this is the plan now. This is the plan. I'm just basically having your stuff. So that's 50. That's nice and cheap. That's really cheap. That's cheap. That's cheap. 170. So that there is up to 200 already. These are going to be expensive. Yes, 60 each. And then 40... Yeah, that's going to be a problem. 30. Actually, 30, 30, and 30. That's not that bad. Okay, let's get the claims down on the planets now. We can actually claim all of these worlds pretty cheaply. Lovely. So all I need to do now is I need to claim you. That's, hang on, 40, 30, another 30. So that's 100 total. Okay, when I hit 160, I'll have basically claimed the entirety of the Athari Empire. Which I will actually do pretty quickly at this point because I'm gaining 7.6 a month. So that's like a couple of years off or something. But then, at that point, I can just basically move in, take the entirety of their flipping empire, hopefully get it done before the Raxar fleet even arrives, knock the Athari out of the game full stop. That actual federation gets dissolved automatically. And as a result of that, the Raxar will be my date to the prom. Okay? That's how this is going to go. How do the Fanfares feel about me, by the way? Because I've actually got a border with them now. Okay. Interestingly, they don't hate me. They don't hate me, but they are kind of pathetically weak. But it could be a good starting point. And also, yep, that's just the Death of Khans. Don't care about them. Survey speed done. Anything better coming in? Ooh. Okay. Arc emitter. Honestly, don't think that's that great, really. Planetary shield is never going to stop showing up for some reason. Yeah, I'll take power plant 4. Let's just get some more actual power into the Empire. More traditions available. Actually, we're almost done. We've almost wiped out the tradition tree at this point. And I will go for federal unity. It's not really a me thing, to be honest. But we'll get there. We'll flipping get there, alright? I'm determined before this is over to have a federation. Remember back in the day when the Athari begged me to be in a federation with them? That would have been nice, wouldn't it? And remember the days back when we were friends before I accidentally put some of their emails into spam and that has led to centuries of hatred and warfare? Bloody hell. Stellaris is a wonderful, weird game sometimes. One thing worth checking, by the way, is the worlds I'm going to be invading. If I want this to be a real smash and grab invasion, what am I going up against? Okay, 500 strength, decent number of defensive armies there. And is that just one world? That is just one world. And that is, again, decent number of armies. 500 odd strength. I don't really have time to bombard these worlds. I can't. Instead, I've just got to basically head in here, smash all this, and then get straight back out again. So this is going to be... This is going to be interesting. Right, I think I've got now the influence to get that claim down. Nope, I just misclicked. Hang on. Right, so that there is both of their planets claimed against.
Construction complete.
Right now I'd need another 100 to make that happen. Or if I actually just began the war now and said, screw it, I'll have time during the war gaining influence to actually get on with this, I could actually lay down those claims later, when I'd need 200 down the line. Okay. Are all my forces in position? Yeah, the actual invasion fleet is nearly ready to actually move in. The Cabbage Liberators are chilling out here. Those guys need to move into... Okay, how am I going to actually orchestrate this? I'm going to have both of my fleets just basically swarm through and take everything out as fast as possible. There's only 2 worlds. We're going to need to take out at least one of them because of FTL inhibition very, very quickly indeed. And because of the number of defensive armies down, they both totally have... Who's keeping me out of their territory now? Oh, no! Not the Rhino Turtles. I wanted to go there on holiday, damn it. Yeah, would you believe they actually have decided they don't want me inside their territory? You know what? Fair enough. And actually, hopefully, my only allies in the world, this fleet of 1,000 that's very slowly making its way back to, yeah, the actual former Athari homeworld, I assume, of Othar, will actually be able to help out, because plenty of these things only have like 200 apiece. So I should just be able to swing through all of this nice and fast. Yeah, you basically... One of the main fleets. Hang on, wait. Where's the other main fleet? Hang on, where's my other main fleet? Why are you over there? Hang on, where are the fleets? Why are you going over there? Why exactly is the General Security Fleet heading to Hullfax? Well, the answer's probably because I misclicked at some point. So don't do that. Get back down south where you're supposed to be. It's probably because I told him to upgrade and I've actually taken all the flipping shipyards off this part of the world. That's probably why. Right, just in case that's true, I'm going to actually take Freedom Station and make sure it's a good upgrade spot. Because Freedom Station could be an excellent spot for me to just upgrade that's fairly central to a lot of different areas. Now, actually, Freedom Station does have a shipyard, so I'm not quite sure why it didn't... Okay, that's just sort of weird. Doesn't need a listening outpost anymore. It's in the middle of friendly territory these days. Oh no, this is interesting. Biolab 2 is done. And we've actually managed to pick up... Ooh, resettlement costs down. I don't need any of that, to be honest. But... yeah, command matrix. Expensive, but command center. Effect on allied ships. Fire rate plus 10%. Now, if I need to draw in deep in a war in heaven or an endgame crisis, that will be a nice thing. Also, apparently I've... Who was I enlightening again? Does anyone remember who I was enlightening? Because apparently there's a new flipping empire that's like become like one of my protectorates or something. Or rather vassals, to be precise. And, oh, speaking of vassalization, someone else wants to be vassalized. I thought I'd already vassalized you. Maybe that was you. Okay, fine. We're just slowly vassalizing all of those bastards. And, oh yes. Yes, megastructure restoration. I think I can deal with that. Speaking of what I was saying earlier, yeah, I really should take engineering facility 2. I need more engineering. Oh, but I wouldn't mind carrier ops. Because actually, bombers are kind of fun. They are kind of fun. But actually, apparently the amoeba aren't as bad as they used to be. They're actually okay now. Oh, okay. Take the engineering, invest in engineering, but, hang the flip on here. Hang on, where's the thing that I want? Yes, over here in Dearum. So I've got this ruined Dyson sphere in Dearum. 50,000? That's a little bit on the pricey side. Okay, but on the other hand... If I just actually go over to my sectors, I do have 34,000 minerals waiting to be claimed, and 22 and 19. Yeah, I'm just sitting on a giant pile of money, but it's going to cost influence to do. They'd be willing to hand over, yes, they're only willing to hand over 75% of the stockpile, and presumably only as much as I'm capable of holding. So I'm guessing that the problem right now is, actually no, I could actually store 47,000. And 37,000, so we're okay in terms of that for the time being. Okay, store up some influence, and potentially that could be a very fun thing to do. Just basically for fun, yes. It's a ludicrous waste of money, but I kind of want it anyway. And I believe I've actually got the influence now too. Yeah, I've got the influence. Boom, boom, and boom. Make those claims. Boom. That's it. That's the entirety of their empire claimed. And that means, I think, it's time. It's time to go to war with the Raxar, because that's the only chance I've got to make the Raxar like me. Now, it's not desperately likely to work out that way, but it might work. It's not going to work out that way, is it? No. Also, just look at the amount of flippin' influence I'm getting just from having vassals and protectorates and whatever. Like, all those tiny, tiny little protectorates, all of these little tiny people I'm absorbing, they're giving me 0.25 influence a turn. Like, I'm already up to flipping 8.12 per month. That's beautiful. That's so much influence. That means, yeah, I can actually save up some influence, spend the influence draining the sector's savings, and I can use that to build myself a mega structure. And I want to build myself a mega structure, damn it. I really, really want that. And actually, can't help but notice that you guys over in the Fallen Empire, you've only got what looks like about, yeah, 100,000, 110,000 in fleet strength. Now, if I was to throw literally everything I had at just basically bulking up the fleet a little bit, we might be in an interesting position there. We might be. I'm feeling okay about the threat of a war in heaven. I think we'd be okay in it. I think we'd just about manage. Hopefully, anyway. We'll have to see. I'm going to leave things off there, ladies and gentlemen. Next time, I am going to declare war against the Athari Mandate. That's going to mean war against the Raxar, and I'm really hoping I can win that war before the Raxar really get involved, because otherwise they're really going to hold that against me. They're probably going to hold it against me anyway, but screw it, it's my only chance of going to the big dance with the Raxar, and I want to go to the big dance with the Raxar, damn it. Alright, it's going to flipping happen. So, that will be coming up very, very soon indeed. But in the meantime, I've been John. It's been many a true nerd. It's been Stellaris. Thank you very much, and goodbye. I've created a small problem in my road system, which is, it's literally impossible for anyone to ever go back into town. And this building shall be where we produce our zebras. And this much taller building next door is naturally where we produce the giraffes. Does anyone remember how the road system went? I think it was something like this.